Hello YouTube, my name is Legend of Zelda and welcome back to Can They Beat DLC Episode 9, and today we're going to be talking about, well, The Legend of Zelda and what can be DLC from The Legend of Zelda into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But before we do that, obviously, I have to go a little bit over the news that came out this past week, or what has been data mined both in Smash and what might be happening to other Nintendo games, more specifically Pokemon. And yeah, let's get started with that. The first thing is that Nintendo did copyright Armored Pokemon, Nintendo and Pokemon Company, Game Freak, or Nintendo and Game Freak. I think it was Nintendo and Game Freak, not Nintendo and the Pokemon Company. Trademarked Armored Mewtwo in Japan. Now, there was a leak that came out before Sword and Shield were revealed that said that Sword and Shield were happening. That was the names. That was going to be set in the UK. And that it would be that armored evolutions were a thing, and that armored Mewtwo, armored Flygon, and armored Charizard were the ones that were leaked by the same person. There was a 4chan. This was the 4chan leak, and with armored Mewtwo being now a trademarked thing, we might be seeing what that leak was right. And Flygon is in fact a Pokemon that you can see in the reveal trailer. So maybe armored Pokemon are here. I believe this is another thing that kind of the Pokemon Company, I'm not gonna say they took from a fan game, because Alolan forms were kind of like Delta things. So yeah. Another thing another thing that came out, well, this happened last week and I forgot to mention or talk about it, was that the insane Sakurai mentality. He was, during the development of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I think it was Ultimate, with an IV drip on him because he was sick, or what? Give that man a break. I know, like, we're going to talk about a little bit with the data mine that happened regarding Smash Ultimate. It's more likely than ever that Smash 4 is going, or Smash Ultimate is going to keep on going after this. I think Smash Ultimate or Smash Bros. Is going to become just a platform where it's just Smash, basically. And the next system comes out, they release Ultimate, and it's Ultimate but with even more content added to it, which seems likely what they're already doing with the data mines and 3.0. So it just seems insane. Give that man a break. That's why I brought the other thing. I don't think it's going to happen because there's more that's going to be happening. And now we reach the data mine, which is that both what is it? It's Stage Builder and what was the other thing? It's Stage Builder and Home Run Contest are coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Kind of called it. The more game modes would be coming out for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and now we don't have confirmation, but it's data mined. So I think with this, this kind of confirm. Like I was gonna do a video of like the untapped potential of Smash Bros. And one of the things that was there, I was gonna talk about, is the fact that so many game modes are missing. Home Run Contest, event matches are basically gone. But Spirits, technically speaking, count as the event matches. But still, what else are missing? Like the Crazy and Master Orders were fun from Smash. You break the targets or target blast, whatever you wanna utilize. Smash Tour and or Smash Run. I know some people don't like Smash Tour, but I would like Smash Tour to come back just to shut those people up a little bit, because like the game, the mode is not as difficult as people make it out to be. But whatever. And maybe even more things coming. And now with this confirmation, or alleged confirmation, we cannot say that it's confirmed until it comes out later, when 3.0 comes out in April, which is less than a month away. I'm calling it. It's happening like on the 28th or the 29th. This is what 2.0 came out at the end of January, when they were telling us February. So you never know. And I guess that'll be it. But one more thing I need to address before is that I said last week's episode that we're going to be doing a what if thing regarding Generation Pokken. That was supposed to be coming out yesterday. That didn't happen because fuck my PC. My PC blue screen after I did that video, and I was transferring everything from the SD card to the PC, and because my PC blue screen when it happened, or right in the middle of it, fucking thing corrupted the file, and now I don't have it, and I was gonna redo it again, but every time I did it, I got angry that my PC had fucked me over. So yay, fun. So that video has been postponed for next week. Also in the upcoming week, this is like the news part of the thing. This upcoming week, there will be the E3 predictions. I know E3 is still 3 months away, but I like to do these predictions in March because there's so much room to go, because you don't know. Right now we know nothing of what E3 or the months up ahead are coming. If I do it in like June you can make incredibly safe predictions, and like almost if you make a predictions list in June, you're gonna have a lot more stuff right, even because like directs might happen or Nintendo's already announced stuff, and I want to do it before Nintendo announces anything, and before any other directs happen, because I'm guaranteeing it's gonna happen, even if it's a Smash and Mario Maker directs. Those two I think are almost guarantees that will happen, especially if the Smash data mines are true, and they're gonna be having at least 2 more game modes coming. Also, I'm thinking of doing another giveaway, but that will be once we hit 250 subscribers. We're at 213 I think right now, and planned subject has changed. Right now what I might be doing is the Nintendo Online 1-year subscription that will be a part of the giveaway. Again, might change, but we're still at 213, so we still have a little bit to go till we get there. And I think that's about it. Also, not really about it, but also this upcoming week in the Not So Elite Smash, we're gonna have, I've recorded 3 of the 5 episodes, I think. Let me check. I think 3 of the 5. Let me see. No, I've recorded 4 of the 5. I thought I had less, but no, I've recorded actually more than I thought. And I'm gonna say of the 4 that I've recorded, 2 of them were good, Wii Fit and Zelda, where I liked. The other 2, Ice Climbers and the Inklings, not so much. It didn't go that well. Actually, Ice Climbers is like the shortest episode of that series that I've done, because I just couldn't be bothered. I was terrible, and I was running through the salt mines don't stop. But anyway, now to the point of the video, which has been 7 minutes, and we only now are getting to the point of the video, which is The Legend of Zelda getting into Smash Brothers. Well, here's the thing. Let's talk, obviously, right off the gate, the obvious one. Impa. Can Impa be DLC? I don't think she will, although I would love Impa to be DLC, especially Impa from Hyrule Warriors would be very cool to see with the Naginata. I think it's how that you pronounce that, the Naginata or Naganaga or whatever. It'll be interesting to see her in. I don't think she will, just because I think she'll be an Echo, or even if she isn't an Echo of Sheik, she's gonna be a semi-clone of Sheik, and I think they're gonna be, and there's no, outside of Link's Awakening, which I don't believe features Impa, there's no Zelda game coming out, there's nothing of that sort coming out, so I think for the pass, I don't think so. Even for Season 2, if that is, if that happens, and I think it will at this point, I don't think that's going to be happening. And the other thing, I don't think it's happening. The thing I do think it's happening, that's what I say, is I think echoes are going to be a thing. I think we're going to be seeing more echoes than we think, or they will be releasing some echoes, even if it is just mid or between season or something. With data mine, I think it's going to happen with the data mine of the game mode. I think if they're going to increase the number of game modes and stuff, I wouldn't be shocked to see them doing echoes as well. It's a nice way to get more characters, and I think Impa will get in that way. Now, as the part of the 5 DLC characters, I don't see it happening. Mostly because like there's almost no reason to, outside of she being the most obvious and more deserving Zelda character to be in. Then I think another character that could be an echo would be a Demise. I think it will be interesting because now Ganondorf does have a sword. So with Ganondorf having a sword, his echo in Demise would be perfect. It will work. The problem is like Ganondorf already is pretty strong and pretty slow, so you really can't make him stronger and slower unless you buffed Ganondorf's speed and debuffed his power, but you're not going to do that, so you would have to do that to Demise. But Demise kind of seems like the stronger version of Ganondorf, you know. It's a weird. The final smash, obviously, for the Ganon or Demise would change. Instead of being the King of Evil, the pig form Ganon or King Ganon, it would just be the Imprisoned. But I don't know. I guess it could work. I don't know. I think Saliva just went. Jesus. It could work, but I don't. At this point, I don't know exactly how it could work. But I think could still do it. Then you have the more depressing ones, which is characters like Impa, who should be, and I think Impa should be with Wolfling. I think that will be much more interesting. It'll be funny to see, and yes, it'll be the fourth Link. But why not? I think character variations are one of the things that's missing a lot from Smash Bros. Because basically all the characters play the same, like, not characters that play the same, but like, there's so many, like, the Zelda universe is filled with so many different Links that can do so many different things, that the fact that the Links don't have a better representation is kind of insane. Like, why haven't we seen, like, one of the Links doesn't have the Fire Rod? You know, Champion Link would be perfect for it. Like, all the Links basically have the same moveset. Arrow, Bomb, Boomerang, Spin Attack. It's basically the same move for all of them, the same moveset. And I think tweaking them out a little bit would be interesting. Heck, Young Link, I think, like, I get it not doing that in Melee, but like today, like, I get it just because of how long and how much development went into this game, which is why I think also Rex has a little bit of more thing of going into the next game. Like, making him a transforming character would work far better and like make him so much more diverse. It would be Link with much more with the other things, with the other forms of Link from Majora's Mask, which would be interesting. But I don't think we're gonna get that. And even Toon Link could use, and probably would be better if you utilized other moves from his own games. Like, why doesn't he use a hammer? Why doesn't he use the leaf? Which would be interesting to see in Smash, but it doesn't happen. And I think Midna could also have her full body form, but I don't really think that would happen. She's not really as important, and you see her for like, what, 5 minutes in Twilight Princess. Yes, she was playable in Hyrule Warriors, but that was about it. Then you get Hyrule Warriors and you have like 3 characters that could be in. Lana and Sia, which, although it would be fun to see them, I don't think you can have one without the other, and they cannot be echoes of each other because they play differently in that game. And you cannot really have one be the costume of the other for the same reason. They're not really the same characters. Like, it would work like for Ken and Ryu, for example, being echoes, because they have the same movesets, even in the games. Like, the movesets are very similar, but in the Hyrule Warriors, Lana and Sia have completely different games or movesets. And then from also Hyrule Warriors, the other character that could be in would be Linkle. Linkle is a character that annoys the hell out of me. Not because of what she is or I don't like her, it's because how people talk about her. Leading up to Smash Ultimate, I saw some people say like, when they saw Link, give me a Linkle Echo, give me a Linkle skin. It's like, did you play Hyrule Warriors? Do you know anything about the character? Because people think she's a female Link when she's not. That's the thing I like the most about Link, is that she's not just Link with a pair of tits. She's her actual character. She plays more like Bayonetta than she does with Link. The only thing they kind of have similar in Hyrule Warriors is that she was designed to look similar to Link, so that in her story she thinks she's the hero, and she does a spin attack, and even her spin attack is different. She uses crossbows instead of a sword. She has 4 crossbows. Plays much more like a Bayonetta, because she can also use her feet while utilizing the slingshot, not slingshots, the things I just said it, the crossbows, then Link's spin attack. It's weird. I don't like the fact that people keep saying that she is female Link. She's not female Link. That's the best part about her. I hate the fact that people say that we need a female Link in the next Zelda. Mostly they say it because then women can play the games and feel represented. First things first, if you're not gonna play a game because the main character is not your gender, you're sexist. You cannot that's just it. That's sexism. Also, how does that make any sense? Women cannot identify themselves with Link, but if Link had a pair of tits, they could. It's literally the same character. I personally think if Nintendo was to make a female playable character in a Zelda game, either A, make her Zelda, B, make her Impa, or C, make her like Linkle, a brand new original character, instead of, you know, giving a guy a pair of tits and calling it a woman and saying, hey girls, female representation, and then, which is still a dude? I don't get it. I genuinely don't get the whole female Link argument. It literally, to me, makes no sense. It literally makes no sense to me. But anyway, let's not derail this. And then, obviously, out of all of these, we also have the other main people that we should talk about, and the only ones that truly have a chance, if we were to look at it as possible, as all the character being in DLC, the champions. The champions of Breath of the Wild. Can they be DLC? No. As much as I would love to, you really could they make one champion and not the others as DLC? I mean, it would be interesting, don't get me wrong. Mipha and Rivali specifically would be really cool, because like we don't have a character that predominantly their moveset comes from bow and arrow, which would be why a character like the Decidueye would be so cool to see as well. And Mipha has a lance, which would also be really cool. We don't have really a character in Ultimate that uses a lance. Now, Urbosa and Daruk would also be fun characters, but Daruk, let me look at my amiibo to see if I'm correct. Yeah, Daruk basically you would utilize like either a sword or a hammer, and you know, that's something we already have in Smash. We both have a Smash, sword wielders, and we have one hammer wielder. Jesus, and Urbosa is a sword and shield, and you know how people are when you mention the word sword. You never hear the end of it. People lose their shit about there's too many sword wielders. But I would love certain characters that have a sword. I would love, not gonna go there, but that's the truth. People that complain about sword wielders will most of the time have at the very least one character with a sword in their most wanted characters. Or before Ultimate, they would have Ganondorf with the sword be a part of it. But I guess that'll be it. I don't think like Zelda has truly a chance of getting a new rep in Smash Ultimate, that part of it, the paid DLC. Echoes, that's a different story. Oh, another character that could be Echo, I forgot completely. Hilda, Princess Hilda from A Link Between Worlds. Will she? Probably not. As an Echo for Zelda, she would work. I was shocked when that didn't happen. And yeah, but I think we're gonna be getting Echoes. I think we're gonna be getting Echoes in the near future. From everything that we have seen, it seems like a likelihood. It seems like something easy that they could add in, and I think like to expand the roster, even if they made it like not a paid, like they could do it like you know, like Tetris 99 is free if you own Nintendo Online service. They could do the same thing with Echoes. It's free. Like here's like 6 Echoes. It's free if you own the online, but if you don't, it's like a pack of like all 6 with like $6. I think that'll be interesting. Now let's go over to the comment section. From the previous video, we got 3 comments at the very least that it's showing me. So yeah, let's start off with. Also, I want to say something. The Pokemon video, the reaction to the Pokemon Direct. I don't know, genuine, how YouTube's algorithm works, because I've seen big YouTubers have their videos blocked worldwide by the Pokemon company, and I myself had videos, including even I had an E3 predictions, I think, that had a Pokemon trailer in my footage that I had used before for another reaction that the Pokemon company took down. Like the video was 40 minutes long, and I think you can still go to it, and it's like it has just the logo of Pokemon in the Pokemon part saying Pokemon company would block it worldwide. It's like it's 40-minute videos, but 3 minutes of that video is blocked because of the Pokemon Company, while the Pokemon Direct, my version of the Pokemon Direct, my reaction to it, was not blocked worldwide by the Pokemon Company. I don't get it. It's literally a coin flip, I guess, at this point. But looking back at the comments from the Fire Emblem episode, Terry Severson said, I agree that Edelgard would be the best choice for Ultimate. As for the Legend of Zelda character that could get in, I think, as many others, that Impa should become playable. In Smash Ultimate. Also, I got my smartphone issue dealt with by getting a new smartphone. Ain't that the truth, my friend? The easiest way to fix a problem when it comes to phones is get a new one. Actually, my phone, the one I've been using for the past 2 years, 2.5 years, no, 2 years, 2 years and 2 months now, my battery is crapping out on me, and I'm like, should I buy a new one? I'd probably just buy a new phone whenever I feel like it, and that's just the easiest way. It's literally like, it gets to, it's shitty the way companies do that, and Marvel. Apple is already admitting it to do it, like making your phones shittier when they release a new phone, just so that you buy the new one, but at one point it's just like, fuck it, it's easier. And yeah, Edelgard, I was thinking about Edelgard, if they make her like this not one tool character, but like this revised character, like she can do anything, because like, you know, the game is about it. They could have the other characters as cautions, but then the same problem happens with the main character, which is like different sizes. With Edelgard is smaller in size, is shorter than the other two guys, so I don't think it will work. But yeah, Zelda, again, Impa, I think Echo, I would love for her to be her own individual character, but like, if it comes down to, I think they're going to be doing an Echo for Sheik, which would be awesome anyway. Impa should be in Smash, and I think like it's truly the one Zelda character that needs to be in. I think I said it in the past, like I think like when it was coming to representation, I remember saying this about Fire Emblem, like people complain about the representation in Fire Emblem, but Fire Emblem doesn't have too many characters. Is that the characters in it don't represent the franchise well, but they represent themselves well, not the entirety of the franchise, and I think that's a problem. It's not over-representation. In a way, it's under-representation for Fire Emblem, but Zelda like is very well represented. I think there's issues with the representation of Zelda, sure, but like if you were to tell me, right, if you were to get a group of people and tell them, say like, who from the Zelda franchise is missing of the important characters, and I guess like Impa is truly the only one. As much as I love Girahim, and as much as I love Midna to be in as a playable character, which Girahim was another character I forgot to mention, but like he's an assist trophy, so obviously he and Midna are not going to be in. I love those two, but they're not important. They're one-off characters. They return in Hyrule Warriors, like they're not important to the franchise. After Twilight Princess and after Skyward Sword, both of them don't exist anymore. The same thing with Fi. Actually, Fi, technically speaking, exists in Breath of the Wild. I'm not gonna get on that, but like she does, technically speaking, still exist within the context of the games. But Girahim is disappeared. Midna is disappeared. They appear one time, they disappear. Like, they're side characters for their own games in a way, because like, well, Girahim did not have his name on the cover, but Midna did have it. But like, Impa is like the final character from the Zelda universe that's missing. Then it's same thing kind of with Metroid. Now who do you put in from Metroid, right? Like, people are gonna complain like some franchises not having enough representation, like King K. Rool and Dixie are probably the only two characters missing from Donkey Kong. And I think like to complete the Zelda universe, you need Impa. You don't need to add anybody else. Like, I would love for a bunch of characters, but like in the thing that like to truly represent the franchise, Impa would be the best. Even if it is an Echo, I think it would be great. Then Gen Tice, and I've been recently replaying Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. What are your thoughts about Paper Mario being in Smash? I would want Paper Mario to represent the Mario spin-off series. I think Mario spin-offs should be a separate universe from the normal series with its own symbol. They could have Waluigi in the separate universe, as he is known for spin-off games. Waluigi for Smash Bros. 6. Fawful could be placed in the spin-off universe as a playable character too. Fawful would be a great fighter in Smash. Here's the thing. I think people crap on the idea of character variants way too much. Like, here's the thing. I completely agree with you that spin-offs should have their own symbols. like Luigi should not have a mushroom symbol and should not have the Mushroom Kingdom victory theme or the Mario victory theme. He should have his own theme, he should have his own logo and be a part of the Luigi's Mansion series. Wario and Yoshi have their own logos. Why can't Luigi? As for Paper Mario, I'm pro it. I like the idea. I think spin-off series don't. It's exactly in a way like their franchises. They're not well represented. You say to people like more Mario characters, and people will say like, we don't need more Mario characters. We're good. It's like yes, but there's so much in that universe that could be utilized, and from all these different versions, like. I would not mind if we not only got Paper Mario, Puffle would be great too, but Paper Mario and then Mario and Luigi as a duo. People will say like we don't need more characters of the same, right? We have 4 Marths and 3 Links and we already have Mario and Dr. Mario and you want to add Paper Mario and Luigi? Yes, because these characters will play differently. And I've thought about like making a video like character variations, like even how some characters in the game already could be changed up, like Link, Young Link and Toon Link. Like Young Link could easily be a transforming character with the masks from Majora's Mask, and Paper Mario could fit in as well. I don't really have much thoughts on Paper Mario series because I've never played them, and I've played very little of the Mario and Luigi RPG series, but they'll be interesting. I think that's that spin-offs deserve more representation in Smash as well. And the final comment, also from Gaiden Tice, the true form of Midna would be an awesome fighter. Midna's true form looks completely different from her imp form. Yes, I know Midna is an assist trophy, but I can't dream. They could also use a tall character like Paladin for base for a true form Midna and make Midna a very unique fighter with a gimmick of being Twilight. Well, yeah, but I think like I don't know. To me, Midna, if she gets in, and for not just for me, but for a lot of people, Midna's true form is something that is not her true form, I guess. Like, for a lot of people, Midna is the imp form with Wolf Link, and I think, while your idea of like the gimmick with the Twilight would be interesting, I still would have preferred normal Midna or imp Midna with riding on Wolf Link's back. Although both of them could be interesting. It's a shame that because of her being an assist trophy, we can't get her. Although I've said this before, maybe like an updated. Well, we're already going to 3.0, but like, let's say that Smash Ultimate gets like, well, it's gonna, if we're gonna get a 0.0 increase with each new character, then we're gonna get to, let's see, it's 3.0 with Joker, then 4.0 with the other character, then 4.0, 5.0. 6.0, 7.0, maybe an 8.0 when if they released echoes or something. A 9.0 they could do it with even more echoes and like more stages and stuff, and like a 10.0 could be like the season 2 and a big revamp of the game. Although I don't think that's happening. It's not happening, but if it did happen, they could change like, oh, you know, these characters that you guys wanted that were assist trophies, here they are as playable characters. I honestly feel like Smash and fighting games should just stop making sequels. Honestly, I think what they need to do is do what they did with Smash now. Take the previous game, port most of it over, and then improve on it. Like, technically speaking, that would be a sequel. But like that's I think what should happen nowadays in fighting games. There's no reason for us not to. And after Ultimate showed us that it can happen, the only issue with Smash is the character rights. But everything else could literally happen. But anyway, I guess that'll be it for this episode. And once again, almost 30 minutes. And yeah, what can I say? Well, yeah. First things first, for next week's episode, my objective was to do five episodes on first party and 5 episodes on third parties and stuff. I did 5 episodes on third parties, and now I've done 4 on non-playable, on first party characters. But next week I was gonna do the 10th episode and the 5th character, first party characters. But I'm ending that. I'm not doing the 5th character, unfortunately, because next week it's March 16th and 17th is the weekend of the 16th and 17th. That's what I should have said. And you know what happens on the 18th, 19th, and 20th of March? It's GDC. And given the rumors that are flying around, I decided that next week we're going to be doing a Banjo and Kazooie episode. Mostly, well, Banjo Kazooie and somebody else. That somebody else, I'll talk about it in that video. But anyway, that'll be the video for next week. Reason for it, if you heard the rumors, you know why I'm doing it. And you got to take advantage of the iron while it's hot. And if at GDC the rumors are proven to be true, which might, then it's gonna be a good time for Nintendo fans. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I've been Legend of the S. I'll see you guys next time.